Welcome to Brickwall Cinema, everyone. And today we're talking about Deadpool and Wolverine.
The only one that's coming out this year.
Yeah, the only one coming out in 2024. And
although, to be honest, that is a pretty good move considering what they've done with the last movies that came out last year.
And warning, we're going to swear this whole time. I'm not going to censor it this time. It's Deadpool. He doesn't deserve to be censored.
It's a rated R movie.
What?
Of course not. It's a rated R movie.
No, we're not going to censor ourselves.
Exactly. Whenever we do a rated R movie, we cuss the fuck out of everything.
That's what he thinks, audience. But actually, I censored almost every episode of the podcast until now.
Well, yeah, that's mostly you, though.
No, it's everyone. Everyone swears.
Yes, but I try not to because the fact is I don't know whether or not we're going to be doing it or not.
Well, now you can, Sergio.
Sweet.
And also, we have a guest today.
Hello.
Hey, say hi to Ari, everyone. Hi, Ari.
I have returned. Hello. I'm back.
She has risen.
I can make a joke, but I'm gonna say it later.
Okay. All right. So it's rated R, directed by Sean Levy. You know him. He directed Free Guy and The Adam Project. So he's worked with Ryan Reynolds a couple of times. And this movie released in theaters on July 26, 2024, with a runtime of 128 minutes, with a budget of $200 million. And so far, it's biggest opening for an R-rated movie. So it's already breaking records. It's not even like a whole week yet.
Oh yeah, huh? That's pretty huge.
I know, right?
It's probably the best, best performing Marvel movie in a while.
What do you mean?
Like,
what about the Marvels and also Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania?
Those were okay movies, but the story overall kind of fell flat once we realized what the themes are and look back at the movie. The themes just fell flat compared to what happened throughout the sequence of the movie.
Buddy, I was joking. Those were significant bombs. They did not do as they expected. I tried making a joke voice, but even Sergio can't even understand why I'm making a joke voice because he made a joke. He told me the last episode that he can't tell when I'm making a joke.
I could tell. I mean, I was gonna say it's probably because of your like the way you deliver it.
Can you figure out how I can read him so I can tell when he's making a joke? Because sometimes he goes like all in on the joke and then tries to get serious about the joke. So that's when I get confused. So I tell when he's making a joke.
Anyway, let's get to the synopsis. Deadpool is offered a place in the Marvel Cinematic Universe by the Time Variance Authority, but instead recruits a variant of Wolverine to save his universe from extinction.
Hooray.
Yeah, it's pretty short, pretty simple. Gets to the point.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very simple story, but there's a lot of weight behind it. I think it's mostly just due to like the characters and what they've been through and what it is their goals is what gives the movie its weight.
Right. And we should probably let's get into our first impressions on the movie. So Ari, since you're our guest, you tell us how it went down when you first saw it. And what your thoughts were?
How it went down when I first saw it. I saw it on Friday at like the 12:45 showing or whatever. It was weird because I don't usually go to showings that early, but it was nice because we were able to get to our seats and whatever. But that being said, not a lot of other people were there, so I don't know. It feels weird to watch a movie opening weekend and not have like a bunch of other people screaming and like pointing and laughing at the different things on the screen. It felt weird, like as an experience in the audience, but the movie itself was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. I went with my friends. The opening sequence, immediately we were already laughing. It was really good. The story I thought was solid. I think people are reading a little too far into it, like with critiques and stuff. I mean, it's Deadpool. The whole point is to like have fun and laugh and like be edgy and stuff. It's not meant to be like deep. The action sequences were really good, actually. Really good. I thought the fight scenes were really cool. Probably some of the best ones that I've seen on screen in a while. The special effects, like the editing that they did to get certain things to happen on screen were really interesting, and some of them really did make me uncomfortable, which, you know, kudos to them for being able to do that. But it was solid all around. Casted great. The line delivery were like, most of the line deliveries were really good. It was just kind of like quick too, because they'd say things and people would laugh and then they'd have a follow-up line that was even funnier, but I couldn't hear them because people were still laughing. So I think I need to see it a second time, but I did really like it overall. Solid movie. I would watch it again in a heartbeat.
Awesome. And I'm gonna also say we're gonna wait till we give our ratings to say our spoilers for the movie. So we're gonna get to our favorite scenes, favorite quotes, or actually no. Let's go our first impressions, then our ratings, then the spoilers, because there's a lot to talk about with this
Sounds
movie.
good.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I tried to keep it vague because I didn't want to say exactly what
Yeah.
what I was talking about.
I caught on to that too.
Okay.
So me and Sergio saw opening day on Thursday actually, and the first showing in 3D, which was the earliest showing we could find, and I made sure in every way I can to get there on time so I won't miss the opening. I was itching to be there on time. I called Sergio saying, "Hey, I'm on my way." I told him I was 30 minutes away when I was 40 minutes away, so I could be prepared when I get there. And once I got there, I had to help him with the shoe rack. And I'm like, okay, sure, I'm gonna help you get the shoe rack. We can get this done. We got enough time so I can do this. I planned for this. And once we get to the theater, we got there 30 minutes early, and turns out there's a huge line for a line for popcorn and drinks. And I said, Sergio, we need to get in that line. I need to get this X bucket. I need to get it. And he's like, okay, fine. We got in line. I'm freaking out a little bit because I'm like, oh my God, what if we don't make it? What if we don't make it to opening? It's already said it's supposed to start right now. I'm freaking out. I'll be like, okay, we can make it. We're going to make it. And it's like 7 minutes. Like, it's 7 minutes late. Next thing you know, this fucking guy next to us in line was saying, actually, it's 8 minutes until the movie starts. Who the fuck are you? I didn't know who he was. No one knew who he was. And I got a little frustrated and my anxiety was going crazy because I'm like, are you trying to make me feel better? Are you making me feel better by telling me that I might miss some of the movie right now? And no, I got a little mad, but Sergio's like, it's fine, leave him alone. It's fine, it's good. I'm like, okay. Once I get the bucket, we book it to the theater, and we walk in once Deadpool's talking to Happy.
And Chance lets out the biggest yell and stomps his feet saying, fuck.
I didn't mean to.
The theater was so small and there wasn't that many people in there, and you could hear it echo throughout the room.
I didn't mean to. I apologize to the person next to me.
You were not next to anyone. We were in the walkway, the hallway.
Oh no, once I sat down, I started like kicking the seat a little bit, like, this is stupid. I should have left. We got to go, Sergio. We can't start from right now. I don't know how far we are in the movie. This is stupid. I can't believe this. I can't believe he made me do a fucking shoe rack before we got to see his movie. Now, because of the shoe rack, we're not going to know what happened at the beginning of the movie. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I felt sorry for the people next to me, so I apologize to them at the end of the movie. So that was our first experience. And luckily for me, I came prepared. I bought a ticket for the next showing before we got to the showing so I can make sure we see it again just in case anything happens. That's called being prepared. Anyway, we see it twice in one day, and we love the shit out of this movie. I don't know if I can say for Sergio, but for me, I can't stop watching it. As we're speaking right now, I'm buying more tickets so I can see it again. I saw it 3 times already, and it's not even been a full week yet.
What do you mean? It has been a week.
By the time we're recording this, it's been a week. Like, exactly to the day. 7 days, yes. But holy shit, this movie was amazing. I was so happy. I was screaming the whole time, smiling, clapping, screaming, throwing up, everything. And Sergio's over here just like, who?
All right.
Yeah, exactly. Like, okay, this is good. I like it. And so that's mainly how I felt about the movie. What about you, Sergio?
I fail to see how it is you downplay my opinion of this movie in so little time. And I literally told you how much I like the movie. I told you that when we got out of the theater, I told you I loved the movie. I thought it was awesome, and I felt like a great homage to the X-Men as well as a lot of stuff.
Wait. Spoilers, can't spoil. I'm sorry.
I said I played homage. I didn't say that I just paid homage to the movies that before that were not involved in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to downplay you, Sergio, but you have a coolness when it comes to talking about stuff like this. You don't really geek out as much, like with your face or anything like that, to where it's hard to tell. Sometimes you do.
When I geek out about something, I end up getting lost in my passion, which you usually do, and I don't want to get lost and get off track where we're just going to start rambling all over again, because I'm trying to keep this into the focus point.
All right. So let's give our ratings. I gave it a 5 out of 5. What about you, Ari?
Also a 5 out of 5.
Sergio?
Same thing.
What was that?
Same thing.
Awesome. I thought you said Anthony. Okay. Now let's get into the spoilers. Let's get to our favorite scenes, quotes, notes, rate, trivia, all those things.
Hooray.
All right. So what was your favorite scene, Ari?
Oh my gosh, there's so many.
There's
so many. Oh my goodness. I don't know.
Was it the Wolverine when his shirt ripped off?
That was pretty solid. Yeah, I did like that scene.
Like his abs.
Or the fight in the Odyssey
Oh yeah.
when they were beating the shit out of each other. That was funny.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
The way that Wolverine jumped through the front window like freaking Foxy from FNAF.
Now, see, I wouldn't get that joke. Sergio, are you easy to weigh in on this one?
What?
Can you weigh in on this joke? Because I have no idea what that means. Because you know how I am about Finance and Freddy's.
Oh, how like Wolverine did the Foxy jump when he jumped through the front part of the car.
Yes.
That was funny. I literally thought about like the jump scare sound effect when that happened. That was funny. Yeah, I don't know if I have a favorite scene I could like pin it down to something. I think the thing that I don't know.
Okay, well, how about I make it easier for you?
Yeah.
When you hear this movie, what's the first scene that pops into your head?
Oh God, what's the first thing that pops in my head? Probably the opening scene.
Yeah,
bye.
My God, the opening scene.
It was so good.
It was so fucking cool. Him beating the shit out of TVA with the adamantium bones of deceased Logan. Oh
that
my
was
God,
so good.
The creativity in his fight scenes are amazing. Like, who thinks they have a fight scene in a Honda Odyssey?
I don't know. But it was pretty good.
Are they like sponsored by like Honda? Honestly, did that help?
That's the thing. I don't think so because they're pointing at a negative light, but at the end of it, I realized the Honda, like Deadpool says, the Honda Odyssey kicks ass. So I'm not sure. It's a blurred line, I think.
Yeah, I was wondering why they included it, or if it was just like a convenient car they could use. But they were talking so much about it, I was like, are they sponsored by it or something?
I didn't catch a lot of the Easter eggs, honestly. I was too busy like paying attention to the thing right in front of my face. Like people are like, "Oh my God, the Stan Lee this," and you know,
oh yeah, Stan Lee
comic book
steamers.
that. Like I didn't even look. I was too busy paying attention to Hugh Jackman. Oh, just for right now, like the scene passed by on the screen. The one scene that's sticking in my head right now is when Paradox is like, "Oh yes, they perished" or whatever, and Deadpool goes, "He has risen, baby."
Oh yes, I love that. No, it's the way that he built it up, saying they're my best friends. I tried, but they just didn't listen. I tried. He has risen. Fuck.
He put so much everything into that. Fuck. The visceral reaction to them coming back. That was so funny.
No, wait. Hold on. I gotta find it.
Yeah, it just flashed on the screen not long ago. I was remembering that because of it. That was funny. I've seen people making like TikToks out of it.
Right.
From that audio.
The fact that we are all still standing here is a testament to their heroism. Anyway, there's nothing you or I can do to bring them back now.
He has risen, baby girl.
Fuck!
I knew they would come back, and I knew they were gonna come back too because they built up saying like they can't do it. It's gonna kill you. You're gonna die. They made a big deal of saying you're not gonna come back. They're gonna come back. They're not gonna kill off Deadpool and Wolverine in a movie called Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, not to mention that both of them have regenerative abilities. So, I mean, if one of them took on all the power, then yeah, they probably would have died. But because they split it between the two of them, they'd be fine.
Right. And you know what? I'm gonna bring it up. So people are making jokes about this being a rom-com. It is. Just if you think it from another point of view. Like they start they have a bigger relationship with each other at first. Then they start having after one night of passion in the car where they just wreck the whole car. They end up going to go save the day by holding hands while singing to Madonna, while listening to Madonna. Well, the guy's shirt gets ripped off while the whole building blows up.
Enemies to lovers, and then they get a dog.
Exactly,
and then they go party with the family.
Yeah. Exactly.
So good.
So it's the rom-com we need. It's the rom-com we deserve.
Yeah, it's not the one that people thought we were going to get, but it's what we need.
Yeah. And right before I called you guys for the episode, I just finished watching Proposal.
I was going to watch that. I literally saw it on like Disney Plus, and I was like, huh. And I looked at the cover art, and I just remembered just the scene, The Proposal.
I can gently tap the fourth wall, too. The proposal. What the fuck was that? Bitch, you think that's what I do?
What the fuck was that?
Yeah, that's one of my favorite quotes. Is him saying, "The proposal. What the fuck is that, bitch? Is that what you think I do?" Oh my god. My favorite
Yes.
scenes: the dance intro, the car fight, the Deadpool core fight at the end. Those three. We already said wide for the first two, but with the third one, it's like what Spider-Verse was, like Across the Spider-Verse was with the whole fight scene in the HQ. It was like that, but with the R-rated level. Also, I want to bring up Peter Pool.
This Deadpool's with me.
Oh no.
Holy shit.
That's fucking Peter.
It's Peter. That's fucking Peter. Cool.
And you know what's weird? But when I saw him, after my third time watching it, I noticed they must have put like a sock in him or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right in his nether regions.
Well, because also you have to keep in mind, like, this is just Peter. He doesn't have like protective padded undergarments or like, what is that called? A dancer strap or whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
It's just a cup. It's just like a guard.
Yeah, but he doesn't have any of that because he's just a normal ass guy who just has his friend's suit in his locker. So he just has his junk just sitting there because he's not wearing anything else.
This picture, I love this picture. I want to put this in the I'm gonna put this in the cover art. I'm gonna put this on there.
Yeah, just that screenshot right there.
Yes.
With, you gotta put it with Kid Pool pointing too.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my god.
Will this picture get us demonetized though?
No.
No.
No. Oh my god, I love it though, and the fact that everyone has a Peter in their universe. I think it's funny how they just don't even mention T.J. Miller the whole movie.
He made such a big deal about that too.
Yeah.
He was like, well, if they even asked me to come back, I wouldn't have because like, dude, you literally didn't even matter in the first one. What the fuck?
All he did was make a joke by saying, "You look like my balls were covered, fucked by my balls." Shit like that. That's the whole
What
joke.
Was it like an old avocado was fucked by
an
my
old avocado
balls,
changes
like
like to make it more gross.
No,
right?
that's what he sounded like. That's what he did. It was always something fucked something and made that. That was a joke.
You look like an avocado. Had sex with an older, more disgusting avocado. Yeah. Not gently, like it was hate fucking. Cause you look like Freddy Krueger face fucking topographical map of Utah. You're just straight shirt cocking it? Toddler style? It's like he's a Muppet from the waist down, but this time, you can see the Muppet's dick. It's like he was giving birth anally, but they quit halfway through. They got the legs out and they said, you know what, I'm done.
It had something to do with old avocados and a scrotum. Like that was his main joke about like Deadpool's face being
Yeah,
ugly.
and he said it was a testicle with teeth. See, I remember that. I'm not
There
making
you
things
go.
up.
See, there it is. Yep.
I'm not making it up, Sergio. You're just trying to make me sound weird. I'm not weird.
Whenever you do this, you always put in you always make it even more weird by adding like testicles for some reason.
I'm not. This is Deadpool. They always bring it up.
It's not a Deadpool movie if there's not a joke about dick and balls.
Yeah, even a non-verbal
this-
one, like with Peter Pool.
That was funny.
I gotta move the picture. I can't stop looking at this.
Dude, like when it was like that scene between Peter and Deadpool in the locker room at the car dealership, and he just was like, "I got your suit right here." Like literally, I was like, "He's gonna wear the suit."
I don't keep it in my locker so that I can wear it. Keep it in my locker in case we need to saddle up again.
Hey. Like we're sitting there watching the movie, like Peter's gonna put the suit on.
I didn't
at some
think
point.
that. I didn't know there was that.
I
was so glad he
especially
did.
when he made his new suit at the TVA. I was like, okay, so Peter's gonna come out eventually and take the suit.
See, there you go. Yeah.
We
Why
need
did he put his finger in his mouth?
Enjoy my Peter. That's what Deadpool said when he runs away. Oh my
That was pretty
god.
funny.
And also when he said that, and then I realized, wait, all these Deadpools were in the what's it called? The Abyss? Is that what's called?
The Void.
The
The
Void.
Void, yes. And then that made me realize, well, Deadpool is strongly attached to his friends and all his coworkers, but all these other Deadpools are basically variants of that. But they all lost everything. They lost their homes, they lost their families, they lost their friends. So now they say that everyone has a Peter, and they lost their Peter, and now Peter comes back saying like, "Oh no, it's okay, guys, he's with me."
That totally like checks out. Yeah, like what you're saying, because like they literally don't give a shit about what our Deadpool wants, because probably from their point of view is like, oh well, his world is still intact. Why should we help him? Our stuff got fucked, and we've been lost in the void for forever, and that's why they were so hell bent on destroying him, like because everything for them got ruined. But yeah, you're right. Like like when Peter shows up, they're like, oh my god, homie, like.
Yeah, they all because they literally said every Deadpool has a Peter, and now they got another Peter, even though it's not theirs, but it's still Peter.
It's still Peter.
But even B157, seeing him for the first time, was like, oh my god, you really fit that suit well. And
That was
Paradox
funny.
yelling, what the fuck is going on?
I thought he just said that because he didn't expect there to be like a Deadpool like that.
No, it was just really quiet. That's why they're just looking at each other for a long period of time. Even what's it called? What's his name? Nice. Let's bring up Nice Pool. I think I realized why he's wearing armor the whole time. It's because he's the only one that has no regenerative powers.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't realize that. I thought it was like a different type of color or a different type of suit.
Oh no, I figured that out when I first saw it. I noticed that there was a lot more padding into him, and I was like, maybe he doesn't have any powers. Mostly because his face isn't messed up like Deadpool's.
Yeah, that, and he had hair.
Yeah, my guess is that he's like there's like this version of Deadpool that's just perfect, where he's just like everything's figured out. There's always that one universe where everything's already all good for the character, and so I just figured it was something like this where he's the hero, but the thing is like he's not messed up like Deadpool.
Also, I caught a reference. I caught foreshadowing in this scene where he's like, "Hey, look at those guns! Like, I like him saying he wants Nice Pool's guns. And he's like, over my dead body."
Oh, yeah.
I just immediately think of him holding him to the gunfire as he tried to get into.
Look, a donut cart. They're practically hospitals. Oh my god, that one kill me. That whole scene of him trying to kill him the whole time, and because like it was all unnecessary.
And the fact is that they established that he has no power, so the fact that he's actively getting shot while Deadpool's trying to motivate him, saying like you're not gonna die, and he's just sitting there getting shot and relentlessly. I'm like, get him out of the way, he's gonna die. I knew it. I knew his head was gonna blow up at some point.
And them stopping at the dog too.
They're like, no, not the dog. And they just let him walk. Also, that Headpool was played by Nathan Fillion. I didn't know that was him specifically, but like, I don't know why. When I walked into that movie, I was thinking like, there's no way that Nathan Fillion's not going to be involved because he somehow always gets his shoe in with like fun projects.
He's always he's like in every Guardians of the Galaxy movie too.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, he was
like John. What's his last name? The guy who's always in every Pixar movie, but he stopped after.
John Lasseter.
John Ratzenberger.
John Ratzenberger.
Lasseter is the guy who used to be in charge of Pixar and then like ruined things and treated people poorly.
Right. Well, yeah, he's back. John Lasseter. I mean, no. Oh God, no. John Ratzenberger's back. He was in Inside Out too.
Yeah, that's right.
As who?
At one of the blobs, the construction crew.
Construction workers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Also, so there's other cameos from the Deadpool Corps too. Like Blake Lively is Lady Deadpool.
Who's Blake Lively?
Oh, Ryan Reynolds' wife.
Oh,
she's like one of the main characters from Gossip Girl. That's why they made the joke about Gossip Girl.
Oh, yeah. Wait. Why is her name Blake Lively if she's married to Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah.
Well, not everyone keeps their last name, Sergio.
What?
Not everyone gets their partner's last name.
No, I know. I'm just asking because I didn't know that. I don't know. From my experience, I don't see many married couples, and usually married couples I see all have the same last name. So I was just wondering if they just chose to keep their last name or if they weren't like official yet with the name change.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but they have kids together though. Like Kidpool was his daughter's. I forgot their name. That's one of her daughters, and Baby Pool was also the other one. They had two kids.
Oh, that Baby Pool was mostly CGI.
The voice.
Oh, the voice. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm curious. I noticed a lot of these. I've seen some people talking about it online. They referenced like how many of these Deadpools are in comic books. I was just wondering about this cyborg kind of Deadpool over here on the.
Oh, the one that's like all lit up.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Huh. Looks like a girl Deadpool.
I think it's a guy. I don't know.
Oh, that's a girl.
Those look like boobs, dude.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to tell because the lighting just distorts.
That Deadpool's in another frame. It's one of the frames where they're fighting, and that Deadpool runs past the camera.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess we'll see that thing then.
I like the one on the far right. That's like a Greatest Showman Deadpool.
Oh, I didn't even notice that one.
He's got the little like ringleader rope too.
Yeah, I
Also-
didn't even notice that. And also, Cowboy Deadpool is voiced by Matthew McConaughey.
That's funny.
So what else was the Deadpool core?
Oh yeah, they also have a Zen Deadpool.
Oh yeah, with the arms.
What?
You talking about the one that tries doing
samurai one?
Yeah, the samurai one.
No, not the samurai one, the Zen one.
Right? You're talking about the one on the left
Yes.
that looks like a monk.
This one.
Yes, that's actually a comic book character called Zenpool. Apparently, he goes insane, but it's in an alternate universe where he becomes a villain, I guess, or then he,
Oh.
like ultimately at peace and becomes like an amazing superhero. It's basically like if Deadpool became like the most righteous superhero, basically.
Oh.
Yeah. He's
Yeah, look, the Deadpool we were talking about earlier, the cyborg one, that's a girl.
Oh yeah, I see it now. Okay.
Mhm.
It was hard to see with all the lights.
That's fair.
Also, they got Wrexham Deadpool.
What?
Wrexham. So Ryan
Like
Reynolds and
soccer.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney, the creator of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and also Mac from that show. They own a soccer company. They own a football league in Wrexham.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. I didn't know that was their symbol.
Yeah. Let's talk about favorite quotes. You guys have any favorite quotes from the movie? There's a lot.
Oh, girl, you crazy.
Oh yeah, from the end credit scene.
Yeah. that one I've had stuck in my head. Just the way he said it. So freaking
Yeah,
funny.
that's one of my favorite quotes too. Is like Johnny Storm with him saying, "She can lick my goddamn cinnamon ring clean and kick roots all the way to bald hell. In fact, I don't give a shit if she removes all my skin and pops me like some nightmare blood balloon. If that last thing I do is godforsaken cum gutter existence is that light it for fuck box on fire, I still won't die happy." And even when Devil leaves, I'm like, "Go on, Johnny."
You know, when I first heard of that, and I was thinking about Chris Evans. I can't see him mostly because of his portrayal of Captain America. But then I went back and I remembered his character in the first Fantastic Four movies, and I was thinking, I could totally see Johnny Storm saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the cameos. What do you guys think about the cameos?
Honestly, I liked it. I especially liked Henry Cavill's like a portrayal of Wolverine.
Yep.
Yeah, it took me minutes for me to realize that was him. I'm like, wait, because I was really close to the screen and also 3D too, so it was hard for me to tell.
Because of the sheer amount of facial hair that distorted it for me too.
Yeah, that too.
But then he said like the Wolverine, and I was like, holy shit! I was like, yes.
Because there was rumors about that going on, like with rumors of him being in MCU and being the new Wolverine. Him and Daniel Radcliffe.
Daniel Radcliffe, who is he?
Harry Potter.
Oh yeah, that's right. I saw like images of that, like people like photoshopping him on the Wolverine of Hugh Jackman's old Wolverine like body kind of thing. Photoshop that. And I was like, that seems a bit off, mostly because of what I've seen Daniel Radcliffe in before. I can't really see it, but I guess his height might be a factor. But then I saw Henry Cavill as Wolverine. I was like, you know what, that could actually work. I would like to see that.
Yeah, but then again, I thought the same thing when I saw Gambit, but then when I heard his voice, I'm like, oh God, yeah, no. Yeah, no. There's a reason why they didn't make that movie. And if they did, they wouldn't have had him do that voice. We just had an American accent.
I remember seeing Gambit, and I remember it was so much resemblance to the animated series Gambit. And I was like, I could actually do with this. It's just that his the way he talks in the movie is just really hard to understand.
Yeah, because he's supposed to have a Cajun accent from Louisiana, but it didn't come across as that. It came more as I just immigrate from France voice, like accent.
But that's how he usually talks in the cartoon. He's French.
Yeah, but not. Yes, but we understand what he's saying in the cartoon.
Also, Cajun refers to Roman Catholic Church.
Also, Southern Louisiana area.
Let's see.
Are you looking it up right now?
Well, yeah, because I want to make sure I'm getting this right.
Gotta believe me, man. I'm from there.
It up because I remember them saying it a lot in the show, and I was curious about what it was. It says a member of a largely self-contained communities in the bayou areas of southern Louisiana, formed by descendants of the French Canadians, speaking an Arctic form of French.
Told you.
Oh, okay. So they're both so they're both Louisiana and French. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
I told you, Sergio.
Well, yeah, that means that he's also French.
Yeah, I did say that. I did, right? Did I say that already?
Oh, you did.
Okay, cool. I'm not going crazy.
No, you said that he was part of the bayou of Louisiana, and you said that didn't match with his accent, which sounded French. But right here it says that it does match because he is from the French. He is descended from French.
Isn't this like similar to how like people in Canada also speak French?
Well,
Yeah.
that's because it was
In
colonized
Montreal.
by the French. But
Yeah, there you
yes,
go.
also there are some actual cities in Canada where the
Did you just say Canada?
damn it, hang on, I'm getting my tongue
Canada.
twisted with all this stuff. In Canada, there actually are cities that forbid you from speaking anything else besides the French language.
The French language. Oh my God.
Yeah, there are actually some cities like that. It's kind of like a work like the language police or something like that.
The language police.
Yeah, you could actually get fined for not speaking the language.
I'm sorry. That sounds like I don't want to make our Canadian audience get mad, but that sounds like a joke. I'm sorry. That sounds like who are you? The language police? Yes, I am.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. Where I heard it from in another YouTubers, like they were talking about how they went to Canada, and in certain cities they went to, you can only find one language, and they did not allow any translations on any of the text or anything. No signs, no menus for restaurants, nothing. Just one language, no translations.
Wow. I want to talk about Blade. When I saw Blade, I
You freaked out.
lost my shit. I shook Sergio almost out of the chair, and I stood up, started clapping and screaming at the screen.
You didn't stand up.
Yeah, I did. I lost track because you're still trying to get back on the seat because I threw you off the chair.
At first, I didn't recognize him, and I thought like, oh, it's Blade, but I couldn't tell who it was at first. And I was like, is this like the introduction of like the new Blade? And I was looking at him more closely, and I noticed his white patch on his beard. I was like, no, that's Wesley Snipes.
Oh yeah, there's no way I'm telling the difference between them. That is Wesley Snipes. And his first line, I caught me off guard with his first line in the movie was,
I was not expecting to see you here. Thought you were, retired.
Retarded.
Retired. I'm already in the void. I'm not trying to get canceled again.
I don't like you.
You never did.
I didn't get the honestly, I didn't get the joke for that one where he's like, he got canceled twice? Or he already got canceled?
Wasn't he just talking about his movies?
Or you know what? Think about that. That could work, yeah, because he also had a TV show that was gonna happen with Donald Glover making it on FX. But then it got canceled.
To be honest, I don't understand why it is they're taking so long to come out with more Blade related stuff. Because there are comics of him. He's still pretty prevalent. But remember how we talked about how what was his name again? The actor who was going to play Blade.
Mahershala Ali.
Mahershala Ali. He was complaining about how they haven't even started filming yet. And I was thinking, why is it that they're taking so long to come up with a movie or even a series with this stuff? Because they can make a lot of good stuff with this.
Well, I can sort of see why, kind of. Playing devil's advocate, but maybe because there's different ideas and different it's not only the director's vision, it's also the producer's vision, how they want it to proceed, also the company and how they want to use their characters and how they need to go to strict guidelines for it. Like it reminds me of when Sergio, remember Phineas and Ferb, Mission Marvel?
Yeah, what about it?
So there's a whole thing about that where they're making it short, and there's a point in the episode where they switch powers, but they need to have an explanation of why they changed the powers. And the people over at Marvel were very strict on saying what they want their superheroes to look like and what powers they can have and what they can't have and why they can't have it. So there's a whole scene in that short, and why am I saying short? In that episode where they're saying, so why can't I just have the power, like the glove? And Thor's explaining it to Iron Man or Spider-Man. That's what I mean.
Stick out my hand, right? Come on, baby. Come to Papa.
That is not how it works.
What do you mean? I've got your powers.
Wielding Mjolnir is about worthiness, not power.
Really?
It's a fine distinction, but an important one.
Okay, never mind. What about the lightning? How do I control that?
Actually, that only works with the hammer.
What about flying? I've seen you fly.
Well, yes. But not without the hammer.
Not without
yes.
the hammer, right?
What you mean when they talk about why you can't call Mjolnir?
Yeah. So that's just their way of making a joke of
Thor's lore. Everyone knows that in order to get his hammer, you have to be worthy.
Well, yeah, but they're saying, like, what if I put in an elevator that falls down? It's like logical questions that they had to ask during the episode, while making it. It's sort of the same thing that happens with basically all Marvel movies. That's why it takes so long for them to make. And
there have been shows where superheroes have switched powers, like the episode in Earth's Mightiest Heroes where everyone got Hulk powers.
Right. I'm just saying. So I'm using that as an example of how hard it is to to make superhero movies and make them differently, and also sort of integrate them with the bigger universe in a way. Yeah, it could be standalone, but this is a Marvel Cinematic Universe in Phase 5. We're no longer having standalone stories, and if they are, they're connected to something bigger that we haven't seen before.
I guess it's true, but still, then why do they continuously tease us with other characters and their franchises when they don't go anywhere with it?
Because they don't know what the hell they're doing anymore. I mean, we have a goddamn hand coming out of the earth since Eternals, and no one's ever mentioned it.
Oh, actually, factually, fun fact coming up soon. Allegedly, that corpse of the giant or whatever it's called. What was it? What was his name?
Celestial?
Yeah, what was his name? Didn't he have a name?
I don't remember.
I heard the name, but they didn't really mention it.
But yeah, the Celestial. The Celestial is supposed to be bursting out of the earth. Allegedly, that's where they're going to introduce adamantium, that they're mining adamantium from the Celestial's body.
That actually makes sense.
Like that's like someone, I don't remember where I saw it, but someone was saying that it's been kind of like leaked that's part of, that might be a plot point of, what was the name? The new
Captain America
movie. Yeah.
You know
that might be a plot point in that movie.
That doesn't make sense.
I don't know. Like they could mention it at some point.
They could, but it doesn't make sense for it to be part of the movie because they're not going for it.
I'm not saying that would be a central thing, but I feel like that would be something that'd be like offhand mentioned, because the theme of that movie just seems to be like wanting to militarize superheroes.
I think
and that could be like, oh, well, we want to do this, like they could just throw it in there so that people who forgot about it would remember that even happened.
You know what?
I don't know though.
I think they actually showed the hand in the trailer.
Oh, I don't know. I just watched it the other day, but maybe.
Yeah, right here. It's a big hand, I think. Probably. Yeah, it is a hand.
Yeah, it is. There it is. Look.
Oh yeah. Okay. I take it back. I was wrong. Okay, they bring it back.
So
8 years later.
Now I think I got an understanding of what this is going for. They originally had a plan to reveal it later in the series, but with all the movies like not doing so well, they decided to take a step back and actually try to plan it out more, because they feel like they're trying to pump out. At first, it feels like they were trying to pump out superhero movies with half-baked ideas. And now they're taking time, like only releasing this one, which is already ready to be released. They're trying to take a step back and more carefully plan out how they want to make their movies and how do they want them to be executed. And they're trying to give the people who are working on them a little more time to fully finish the movie.
Right.
I would hope so.
Also, side note, Eternals, worst in credit scenes of all time. Worst in credit, like post-credit scenes.
Oh yeah, that was dumb. That was so dumb. What a stupid last-ditch effort to get like younger people to want to watch movies like that.
You guys like Harry Styles, right?
That was literally them going, "Hey, Gen Alpha, you should watch this because your man is going to be the next one."
Guys, we got Harry Styles in the Marvel Studios. I saved the universe. I like that. It's like in Smiley Friends. I saved the show.
Oh God.
No one knows what that means. And anyway,
I have not watched Smiling Friends.
I bet
we should
everyone
talk about that later.
Oh yeah.
We should talk about that at some point because I think about Smiling Friends all the time.
Yeah, I literally went to the Petco the other day and I saw a frog toy. It looked like Mr. Frog.
Hello, I'm not sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, just Marvel nowadays. Back to Marvel. They just don't know. They just throwing things at the wall that they don't even know what they're gonna use anymore. Because even things that they think that they're gonna use, like the Venom from Spider-Man No Way Home, that post-credit scene with the Tom Hardy giving an Amazon delivery to the MCU, giving them a Venom and leaving, they forgot about that. They're like, fuck this, we're not gonna do that anymore.
Actually, I don't know if they can do anything about that because technically Marvel no longer owns the rights to Spider-Man. That's Sony. So it depends on whether or not Sony wants to do anything with that.
No, they said no, fuck it, we're gonna put a cup over that Venom thing.
Well, yeah, they did that in the Sony one, but in the Venom Last Dance, the third one.
Yeah,
that's still Sony though.
But that was an MCU.
Yes, but it's still Sony.
No, it's in the same bar as it was in the MCU with them explaining everything. The bartender explaining everything about the MCU.
Oh yeah, that is weird. Yeah, they pick up on where the MCU left off with that post-credit scene in the exact same bar.
Yeah, and then
which I get it, continuation, but still that's weird.
Yeah, it's done now. They just covered it. They put a cup over it.
That takes place in the MCU, and then where Venom takes place is in the Sony universe. So are they gonna explain multiversal travel or what? Because
they already did that when when Venom tried to show Eddie what he experiences as in the after credits of Venom 2, and they kind of transported into the same universe when Peter botched up the spell. So
Yeah.
they might do that.
But they
I'm
might
also
not though.
I'm also curious. There was a loose end in Venom 2. Whenever the cop they were fighting with Carnage and Venom on top of the rooftop at the church,
Yeah.
the cop had signs of a symbiote, and I thought that was how they're going to introduce Toxin.
I think they're having Toxin in this one.
It doesn't make sense for that because Toxin doesn't appear in this movie, in the trailer, anyways. It would be interesting to see him, but I'm not sure if they're going to introduce it or not.
Probably not. But all we know is that they're gonna be the only thing that's consistent about Sony is how they're inconsistent. That's the only thing. We got Morbius talking to fucking Michael Keaton, like the Vulture, saying, "I have a problem." So I think it has something to do with Spider-Man. Intriguing. Morbius doesn't know who the fuck Spider-Man is.
No, they didn't say it was Spider-Man. They just said that he wasn't in his
No, he said, "I'm here in this world." Has something to do with Spider-Man, I think. He said that.
No, he said he was starting to make up a team.
Yeah, because you make me.
It had nothing to do with Spider-Man.
Are you making me go to YouTube? You're making me go to YouTube, bro.
Go ahead.
Okay, I am.
Thanks for meeting me, Doc. I've been reading about you.
I'm listening.
I'm not sure how I got here. Has to do with Spider-Man, I think.
See?
Oh.
He doesn't know who the fuck Spider-Man is.
The question: how does he know it has something to do with Spider-Man?
I don't know.
So then, why did they mention that?
I don't know.
What was the whole point of that?
I don't know.
Weird. They already did the Sinister Six with everyone else in the Spider-Man No Way Home.
I can't help but feel that that's just them going, "Hey guys, jingle jingle, don't forget Spider-Man. Jingle jingle, Spider-Man.
Yeah, but
keep
they
your
don't
attention here, Spider-Man."
They're not even explaining why he was in that universe. He said, "Oh yeah, because of the rip from No Way Home." But why is he back in the jail? And why did he get released? Why did he get released?
He got released because they didn't know him.
Oh, okay, that's good. Thanks for that. Okay, then why did Morbius drive in the middle of the fucking desert to meet this guy he doesn't know, to tell him about something about for someone he doesn't even know about? It's how about you can build a team.
They mentioned that he sent him a message.
No, it didn't show him getting a message. Just shows him driving. Just shows him driving.
Yeah.
Sony's like that kid that tells. It's like, I don't know. It's like that kid that tells you, "Don't do this without me being there." Okay, it's like supervising.
They're trying to make like their own little universe because they already did that with Spider-Verse. Are they trying to make it like a live action universe?
I don't know if they would succeed.
No, don't. Because there are already rumors saying that they're gonna have Jaden Smith as Miles Morales, and I don't want that. I will boycott the movie if they have Jaden Smith as Miles Morales.
No, you'll just call me and complain about it the entire time.
Probably, more than likely. That and also the kid from Stranger Things. Because there's only two black kids in cinema today.
Good lord.
And maybe the kid from Cobra Kai, but that's a huge stretch.
I don't remember Cobra Kai. I only started watching like season 1 and I forgot about it.
Oh, we definitely watch this. Really good. It goes fast.
I don't have Netflix anymore, so that's an issue.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
All right. So what else do we want to talk about the Deadpool and Wolverine?
Right.
Already said favorite quotes, favorite scenes. Now what?
Notes.
And ratings.
And notes.
Notes.
You got any notes for the movie or any questions or stuff like that?
Nope. 10 out of 10. Solid. I don't think I could have done it any better. Oh, the one little thing that bothered me was just that they used the TVA, but literally never mentioned Loki. I feel like like if you're gonna use all of that and even use like the side characters, I know that this probably takes place before season 2 of Loki, but still, like I feel like there should have been some kind of mention of that. It just felt weird not to have had like a mention of it.
They do mention Loki because after Loki is able to sustain all the timelines by giving them his power, it branches off into all different timelines. It's just that I mentioned that that Deadpool's universe is dying, so they put this Paradox in charge of it to watch over it. But he says he wants them to go back to how they were and prune the entire universe. And even Deadpool mentions Loki in when he sees the big cloud monster.
Oh yeah, he says like from Loki season 1 episode 5?
From Loki season 1. Yeah.
Yeah, so they mentioned it. It's just that this happens after Loki has already done everything in his show. So
wait, that's interesting though, because didn't Sylvie like tame Eliath, or was that just temporary? I don't remember, because I remember like season 1, didn't she like use her magic to like calm him down so that they could get out of there?
I think that that was the other one. That was old Loki. Old Loki.
No, old Loki is the one that that made the giant illusion. Sylvie uses her powers to subdue Eliath.
Oh,
Yeah, Eliath is the giant monster that comes and eats people, right?
yeah.
But yeah, old Loki, he's the one who makes the giant diversion, and it's not till later on that
I think we gotta rewatch. I don't remember.
our Loki figures out that Sylvie has like her powers work differently than his because of how differently they grew up. So she's able to like make Eliath chill out for a second. But I don't know. Like I just thought that was a little weird.
Yeah, I don't think she actually tamed them because he's still over here hunting for food. It's like trying to tame an animal, kind of like how they do in Nope. You can't really tame a predator. You can only make a deal with it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Right. So I got 2 notes. That's mainly it. That's it. I noticed when you see Deadpool going to go find another Wolverine, he comes across one that's about to fight the Hulk, and let me see.
And he says the line from the first Avengers movie.
Never mind. Okay. What else was there? In the beginning of the movie, when Deadpool goes to Happy, it says he's from Earth 616. That's the MCU.
Yes.
Oh, you brought this up. Yeah.
Yeah.
And over to when he's at the DMV, right?
What?
No, not the dealership.
No. It's later after he's done with the interview. It says 6 years later at Earth 10005. That's the Fox universe. How did he go there with the time machine?
He didn't go there with the time machine. It's already broken.
No, he has it on while he's in the meeting.
I don't know. I gotta watch it a second time.
Where is it?
It's on his arm. Wait, see? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If it goes through time, it can't go through different universes.
Yes, that brings up the question: how do you get there? We never established that it goes through dimensions; it just goes through time.
Yeah. So you're with me on this. So I'm not going crazy.
Yes, I know. I'm the one who brought it up when we first watched it.
I brought it up to you.
Yes, you said that. How is it that he got to the dimension with that thing? And I told you he can't travel through dimensions; it only travels through time. So I bring up the question: how is it he does that? Because that thing does not work like that, and they haven't even established how it works, like how it does work, or they didn't even show him using it when he left. So why do you think that was connected to that?
What do you mean?
Why did you think that thing that allows him to travel through time made him go to another dimension?
I didn't think that. That's what the movie makes us think. That's what the movie made us think.
It in this movie.
He used it and then he said he destroyed it. I'm guessing.
Yeah, years ago.
Yeah.
It didn't specifically say when or where, but we both know that it can't travel through dimensions. At least that's what we know.
Okay, so March 14, 2018. Yeah, so Tony Stark is alive at this point. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I was thinking about that too.
And how long does it say that it goes into the future? Like 5 years?
6. He said nowadays.
All right, is that after Endgame or
no? 2023 is when Endgame happens.
So what time? You know what? I'm not gonna even question about the timeline right now because it's just confusing.
No, because it says 5 years later after they chopped off Thanos' head. So the rest of the movie is 5 years later in 2023.
So then when place does Deadpool and Wolverine take place?
The rest of the movie takes place in present day, 2024, as we're recording.
So that's what I was asking. It takes place after Endgame.
Yes. I'm confused right now. What do you mean?
Well, yes, because you said that it takes place you stopped right here to confirm that it takes place when Tony is still alive. So then I asked, how long does it take? What's the time skip between this part and the rest of the movie? You said 6 years. So I was like, okay, so it takes place after Endgame. And you said no.
Oh, okay. I see why it's 2018 though, because that's when the last Deadpool movie came out, 2018. So it was during that time when him going back in time and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I get it. I was wondering why that specific time, but now I got more reassurance of why it was there. Makes more sense now. Okay, so that's mainly it. You guys have anything else to say about Deadpool and Wolverine?
No, I think we talked about everything we need to talk about.
I think we got it.
All right, that's our episode for Deadpool and Wolverine, everyone. And we'll see you next one. Thank you, Ari, for having us. Crap.
You done goofed.
It's all good.
Thank you, Ari.
Just switch it around.
Thank you, Ari, for joining us.
There you go.
And you can follow her on Animated Ari. Or where else they can follow you on?
TikTok, Twitter. Don't really use it, but I'm there. Instagram. I'm on, what is it? Kara. I'm on Kara now. That's where I post my artwork.
Ooh.
Can you just put the links in the description?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just because Instagram is doing that stupid AI scraping thing, so I'm not posting anything there anymore.
All right.
But that's where you can find me.
All right, great.
Okay.
And you know where you can find us at. And if not, you can hear us on the outro. All right, later. Bye. Hey, everyone. Thanks for listening. And be sure to subscribe to our channel and follow us on Instagram, Facebook, X, and TikTok at Brick Wall Cinema. Have a cinematic day.